I've been Kairos' editor for over 2 years now, and I figured it's about time that I milk this for some content. When I started working for Kairos, he was at about 170,000 subscribers, and overall his channel had almost 22 million views. Today he sits at over 160 million views and 713,000 subscribers. Suffice it to say that the last 2 years have been an absolute joy, and I really am thankful every day that I do get to work for a YouTuber that's just creative and fun to work for. And with that said, I wanted to go over some of my favorite edits from the past couple years. Oh man, reversing clips when he's eating things. It never gets old.
Oh man.
If you can't tell, I love editing challenge videos. It is what keeps me going on the worst of days. Oh man, the Sprout challenge. You guys, you didn't see the whole unedited A-roll for this, right? I have never seen a man so excited for something and just gradually get broken down by an inanimate object, even close to as much as Kairos during this recording. It was actually kind of brutal. This was weird. This is one of the weirdest glitches I've ever seen in Brawl Stars.
One box was opening up gold. The next box was opening up power points for Sprout. I am so confused.
That was so weird, and we never got an explanation for it as far as I know. By the way, guys, make sure you go down to the description below and enter into the tournament that I'm hosting in about a month. Guys is providing prize support as well, and the winning team is going to be able to pick between either the HyperX Charge Play controller or a pair of wireless earbuds from HyperX, both of which have about a $60 value. The link will be at the top of the description below, and there aren't very many teams signed up at this point, so if you do manage to get a team together, then you have a pretty decent shot at winning. Oh man, I love this video. This one, it took so much time to figure out some of the stuff that I did in it, but it came together so well. If you haven't seen this Supercell is Evil Brawl Theory video, it is phenomenal, and I really recommend you go check it out.
Haha. The answer was D, none of the above.
No, I missed because of the wrist weights.
The wrist weights!
It's going down. I don't even know if this is entertaining.
There was so much dead air in this recording. I think it was about 45 minutes long, and let me just tell you that he does not exaggerate these challenges. This challenge in particular, I felt so bad for him by the end of it. It made for a phenomenal video. I think a lot of you guys really enjoyed it, but you can't fake this. You can't fake this. This is ridiculous. He was having a crisis. Props to Kairos.
I have never.
That challenge, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Whoa! Oh my goodness!
18-minute long video. Yeah. A lot of you guys were asking me, Chicken, what's your favorite video you've edited for Kairos? Even though the Edgar unboxing challenge didn't do the numbers that like the Amber one did, or you know, some of the other ones, this is probably one of my favorite videos, if not my favorite video that I've ever put together for him.
Nobody understands me. I'm like so angry. Oh man. Hello?
That reveal, so good. Epic music, nice fade in. And...
Oh! Not gonna lie, that hurt.
The lone fist just... good video, good video. This was a fun one. I hadn't seen most of this stuff before. I consider myself pretty up to date on most Brawl Stars things. I was around since day one of beta. Hey, look at okay, there was Shelly's chicken. Would have been super nice if that made it into the game, Brawl Stars. If you add Cluck to the game, I would also accept that. But yeah, there's a lot of really neat concept art and things like that with this video that I'd never seen before. And I've seen a lot of the old stuff from, you know, the beginning of the game, and then, you know, Paul helping out with the video, that was really cool as well. Definitely, again, if you guys haven't seen this video, check it out, because it is really cool. I was so convinced that this video was gonna get demonetized. I mean, come on, like the title, dude. The memes, dude, the subreddit is so good. I post those memes to them in our chats all the time. They're so good. You know, I gotta say, as far as the Bell unboxing challenges goes, I'm really surprised, but also like not at the same time, because it is a pretty edgy game, that nobody played Payday for it. Like, you could literally do a bank heist for every Brawl box and then post the highlights. Like, that would be so much fun. Can I just say, I am so proud of how this video turned out. This video specifically. This actually might be one of my favorite edits that we've put out recently, just because I had so much fun editing through it. There were so many points where I just messed around with the captions and just had a good time with it, and I had a really good time going through it. By the way, if Kairos doesn't make your favorite gameplay content in the community, let me know down in the comments who does. Oh, not enough people saw this. Kairos BMing.
Oh, why did I do that? That was the wrong. No, I BM'd them. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it.
Absolutely brutal.
Okay.
Dark Phoenix, Roto, and Kira here just quit the game after it. They deleted Brawl Stars forever. It's all Kairos' fault. Let me see. What's the first video I edited for Kairos? I actually don't remember for sure, but I know it's about 2 years and 2 months ago, start of March 2019. You should be banned for doing this. The #1 issue for Brawl Stars. Stop the spin. Good times, good times. Oh, what a satisfying clip. What a satisfying clip. Here's some Kairos facts you may or may not know. Kairos doesn't get any more information than the rest of us in the Creator Club. I see a lot of comments on Reddit and in his comment section occasionally talking about how he definitely gets more information from Supercell and, you know, everybody talking about the conspiracy of it. He actually predicts these things, and it is mind-blowing. A lot of YouTubers have a fake persona that they put on for the camera, and then when you talk to them off of video or off of a stream, then they're a completely different person. I want to make it clear that Kairos is not even remotely like that. The nice, wholesome person that does challenge videos and is constantly goofy for you guys is the same person that he always is. I think all of us try to play up to the camera a little bit, try to be more entertaining, but other than that, I mean, he is really the nicest and best person that I've worked with as an editor. Whether it's trying to get balance changes done before an update is pushed to the app because it's going to break the game, or because he's done math and figured out that some rewards aren't as good as they used to be and trying to get them changed behind the scenes, he goes to bat for everyone in the community very, very often and has gotten things changed pretty often. Since I started working for Kairos, I've learned a massive amount about being a content creator and an editor, and between him and Lex and OJ, it's just ridiculous how much I've improved in the past couple years. I still learn things all the time, and I really can't thank them enough for that opportunity. And now we've got some questions you guys had about my job. How many times have you had to witness him picking his nose in between takes? Great question, Ark. I don't actually think I've witnessed it a single time, which I think is an important character trait that you guys should probably know. What's the most difficult part of editing Kairos videos? I wouldn't say there's a whole lot that's particularly difficult about editing his videos. There are things that are tedious and just take a long time to do. There are things that sometimes I need to create from scratch, and it's really hard to do that. So, you know, maybe it'll take me a while or take me even a full day to figure out how to do it, but eventually I do. All in all, I think that the most difficult part of editing for him is probably update seasons, because we're trying to get so much content, so much high quality content out in such a short period of time that we're usually putting out the single Brawler Brawl Olympics videos and other sneak peeks with about a half day of editing time, which is really pretty crazy to keep up with. Most of the creators that you're aware of right now probably met earlier on in the beta of Brawl Stars, between being Clash Royale creators that are just kind of looking in on the new wave of creators for Brawl Stars when it was back in early beta, or just the Brawl Stars community starting to form, and it was pretty tight-knit at that point. I honestly can't remember our first interaction, and I'm kind of curious if he does. In general, unboxing challenges are usually my favorite to edit, although I will say I've had a blast with every Brawl Theory so far, and I enjoyed most videos we put together. So he was looking for an editor at the time that was familiar with Brawl Stars, actually probably a couple months before I even graduated from college, and I was looking for a job in gaming and in YouTube, hopefully in content creation. I wanted to be my own content creator, but I figured, hey, if I can't be my own content creator, I'm not going full-time making my own videos, then I might as well edit for someone that is. I've edited just about every video that he's put out since March 2019, and I don't intend on stopping anytime soon. Did editing for Kairos force you to abandon your own channel? If so, was that a hard decision to make? So thanks to Wasim for the great question here. Editing did kind of force me to choose, but not initially. For a while, I kind of juggled all the content that I was making as well as keeping up with Kairos' edits. I always prioritized Kairos' edits over my own content because, I mean, it's like my job and my hobby type of thing. Eventually, I got pretty burnt out and I stopped making Brawl Stars content on my main channel, but Then it kind of went away, you know, that feeling of burnout just goes away over time, and about 6 to 8 months later, I was feeling pretty good about making my own stuff again, but I figured I wanted to do it a little bit more sustainably. So now I only make content here and there. It's not really set to a schedule, but I do try to keep up with the sneak peeks when I can. I came up with a 60-second guide format, which I think is actually pretty solid, gives people a nice little primer to each brawler when it's coming out. And I'm also trying to go ahead and do the entire library of brawlers that I've missed by, you know, not having this series since the beginning of Brawl Stars. I'm not necessarily abandoning the channel, it's just not to a set schedule. So with that said, it really wasn't that hard of a decision. Because gems are the currency of the future, get on board, it's gonna be the next Bitcoin. Probably at Choctopus on Twitter. Thanks for asking. Alright, so as far as bloopers are concerned, I honestly don't have many of them. The overwhelming majority of them actually end up in the final videos, but I do have a couple things I'd like to share. This one's pretty good.
You're dead.
This one's so good.
I knew we should play him again.
Yeah!
There was also one in one of these Lady K videos, I can't remember which one it was, but I had a little spider go across the bottom of the screen, and then it kind of like pokes out a little bit from the right side, and then it jump scares you. I thought it was gonna make it into the end video, I gotta say, because it was like relevant to the story that she was telling and everything, and I guess it scared her and she wanted it deleted, so nobody ever got to see the jump scare from the scary spider. I'm sorry, Lady K, I did not mean to scare you like that. It was just supposed to be a fun edit. So there is one other thing I wanted to go over. I started editing for Kairos right after I graduated from college in March of 2019. I got an electronic media degree, which is focused on video editing, and he needed an editor, so it kind of just worked out. But the beginning was a little bit more rocky than you might expect. I'd get done with an edit, and then maybe a few hours later, I'd get a list of 20 or so changes to make to the video, and some of them were pretty substantial. For any new editors just getting into the field, this is totally normal, especially when you're trying to get into a long-term gig where you want to be working with this person for years and years into the future. It's a good thing to have a full change list where you're just gradually sculpting the way that you edit to the person that you're editing for. Everyone has different ways of editing, different things they envision, down to the most minute details when they're recording a video. And getting the editor and the content creator on the same page, it's a process. It takes a while. Eventually, you get to the point where you really don't even need to ask how to edit certain things, how to do transitions, how to use presets, what they want done in each specific situation. You'll just kind of know how they want it done, and that's a pretty cool thing. So with all that said, the last 2 years have been absolutely phenomenal, and I wouldn't change a thing. Thanks again to Kairos for hiring me way back when I was not nearly as good at doing what I do now as I did then. Yeah. Make sure to subscribe for some more Brawl Stars content in the future. I may do a video where I go over editing a Kairos video from start to finish. I haven't quite decided on that yet, but I think it could be a fun video idea if you guys are down for that. But we've got 60-second guides coming out pretty frequently, including all the new brawlers that ever come out. And head on over to Kairos' channel and subscribe if somehow you haven't subscribed already, but you're watching this video, which would make really no sense. I'll see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day. Peace.